Before the wind picks up and we all get blown away, I thought we'd go ahead and do the formal part of the day, and then move inside and get a snack and something to drink and tours if you like, or whatever. So in case I haven't met some of you here, I'm Jeff Galvin, the CEO of AGT, American Gene Technologies. And today we're celebrating a milestone in our growth, which is to move to a serious building. We have 24,000 square feet in the building behind us here, and not only is it room to spread our wings and keep doing the creative gene and cell therapy that we've been doing up to this point, but it gives us room for expansion. And we think that gene and cell therapy is going to be a big thing within this geographic area. We see a big future for the 270 corridor, for the Rockville to Baltimore area, and even the whole DMV. The opportunity to establish ourselves in this new emerging industry and to become a player on the world stage in healthcare. I could talk all day about, the opportunities in gene and cell therapy, but, let me just leave it at that. There's a lot of companies here, not just AGT, that are taking advantage of this new powerful technology that's going to move the needle significantly in therapeutic outcomes in a variety of diseases. We're proud to be part of that revolution. And we're also proud to be here in Rockville and Montgomery County and the DMV area, which is a great place to grow a business. It's a great place to live. And quite frankly, it's got a lot of the precipitants that you need to grow a fabulous company. It's very business friendly, and there's a lot of things going on here that really encourage this sort of thing. And I think one thing that exhibits that today is the number of government officials and offices that made the time to come here today and to encourage AGT. We really appreciate that, and if you don't mind, let me just give a quick shout out to folks from a variety of offices here. We have Karen McManus is here from Senator Chris Van Hollen's office. Thank you for coming. And these people are going to, in a moment, be part of the formal ceremony here. But let me just go through the list and thank you. Senator Cheryl Kagan came here today. Thank you, Cheryl. Carla Merritt, who has come here from Governor Hogan's office. I don't think I met Carla. Thank you for coming. We appreciate the governor's support. George Leventhal, council member. Thank you for coming, George. Tom Hucker, also council member. Hans Riemer, thank you. Yi Shen, Hans Riemer is also council member, and Yi Shen, representing Sidney Katz, is here. Thanks for coming, Yi. Virginia Cruz from the Department of Commerce. Where are you? Thank you for coming. We do a lot of work with the Department of Commerce. Actually, pretty much everybody that I've talked to here has some involvement in the Maryland Biotech Investor Incentive Tax Credit, and I got to say what a terrific program that's been and how helpful it's been to growing AGT. So thank you to all of you. And Megan Howie, am I saying that right? And I apologize if is that correct? Yeah. Associate Dean of Development and Alumni Relations at Johns Hopkins. I think you're here with Johns Hopkins' #1 fan, Richard Swerno, who was our first investor, our first arm's length investor in the company, a VC from Baltimore. So he's here too. He's been very active in this business and very helpful and encouraging as well. So the other people I'd like to introduce to you, because I hope that you'll take a moment and maybe meet some of the folks in our company. All the employees are here. Please say hello, ask them questions, whatever. A few key members of the team who really, kind of know everything that you might want to grab onto. Dr. C. David Pauza, known to us as David, is over here. David is our Chief Science Officer, and I say this often, but I would put him toe-to-toe with any scientist in the world. He's a fabulous, incredible, creative guy. Knows his stuff and has built a terrific team, which includes Dr. Gary Mansfield, who runs our preclinical development, and Irene Tennant, who runs clinical affairs. So she's responsible for the upcoming HIV clinical trial, which we hope will kick off next quarter, if you can imagine that. We think we may have something that converts an HIV-infected patient to permanently immune to the disease. In other words, they could go off their meds and they wouldn't get AIDS and they wouldn't be contagious and they couldn't even be reinfected ever again. I mean, that's the dream. We hope that we'll be able to show that in this coming year. And and I think everybody here was really part of that. So I hope you'll take some personal pride in that. And then I also want to introduce Neil Lyons. He is our Chief Financial Officer and my right-hand man in fundraising, which you might imagine is always the most important thing in a company like this, is to keep it fed so that the team can do all of that great work. So without further ado, I guess if I could invite Karen McManus up here, maybe you have a couple words to say. Thank you.
Senator Van Hollen sends his warm regards. He's sorry he couldn't be here today, but I was telling Jeff he looked forward to coming and getting a tour and meeting the key staff and hear directly.
We're looking forward to that. Thank you.
But he asked in the meantime that I present a citation to you on his behalf. And it reads, this citation is presented to American Gene Technologies in celebration of its ribbon cutting in recognition of the advanced genetic technologies and medicines it develops to find cures for major diseases affecting global patient populations, with best wishes for its continued success. Signed, Chris Van Hollen, United States Senator on the state.
Thank you. Yeah, I've always been a very big fan of Chris, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is really nice. Thank you very much. Senator Kagan, thank you. Thanks for coming.
How lucky we are today on a Monday to have perfect weather and something fabulous to celebrate. I'm Cheryl Kagan. I'm very proud to be the senator for Gaithersburg and Rockville, and I am thrilled to be the senator for the high-tech corridor and to celebrate all the successes that have already happened and that are yet to come. I have a citation from the Senate of Maryland presented to American Gene Technologies.
Oh.
Your contributions to Maryland's biotechnology sector will continue to grow along with your offices, including your innovative work on HIV/AIDS, cancer, and infectious diseases. Congratulations on the opening of this new laboratory. It's presented this day, October 23rd, by me, Cheryl Kagan, Senator for Rockville and Gaithersburg. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate your support. Thank you. That's wonderful. Yeah, let's do it.
Where do we? Who's taking?
Where's the photos?
Where's the photos?
Who's the photo guy? Oh, well. Come on, get out your cell phones. Teamwork, guys. Come on. We should both get one looking at Mark right there.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Let's get better.
Appreciate it. Carla Merritt from the governor's office. Thank you for coming, Carla. Pleasure to see you.
Just going to make a small correction. I'm actually with the Maryland Department of Commerce,
Oh, I'm sorry.
but I do work for the governor.
Yeah, okay.
This is a great day for American Gene Technologies. Congratulations. I'm just going to read the sign here, the citation.
Thank you.
That on behalf of the citizens of the state of Maryland, in celebration of American Gene Technologies' new 24,000 square feet laboratory and offices, in recognition of your dedication to the public by transforming lives in genetic medicines, in appreciation for your commitment to growing, investing, and adding jobs in Maryland, and with our best wishes and continued success in the days and years to come, we are pleased to confer upon you the Secretary's citation, signed by Secretary Mike Gill.
Thank you so much. My apologies about that mix-up,
No, that's
and
okay.
thank you so
That's
much.
okay. That's okay.
Yeah, beautiful. Should we?
Yes.
Yeah, let's get out from behind the podium. All right. Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow. These, by the way, these are wonderful. We have now a huge new lobby, and we desperately need things to hang up, and these are fantastic. George Leventhal, council member. Thank you.
I'm County Council Member George Leventhal, and I'm joined by County Council Vice President Hans Reamer, and we bring you greetings from our County Executive Ike Leggett, who is very excited about today's opening of this wonderful new space. He's on visit to Korea and China, including meetings with biotechnology and life sciences companies that we hope to have useful exchange, and most of his economic development and the county's economic development corporation officials are there with Mr. Leggett. But I do want to introduce Rich Bendis, who is the CEO of BioHealth Innovation Inc., which is our life sciences battery. It generates the energy to build our life sciences enterprise, both here in Montgomery County and also in the Baltimore area, and we foster partnerships with great institutions like Johns Hopkins. So we're very excited to be here, and we have a proclamation which I won't read, but
Wow.
we're happy to present. It's quite long, and basically it talks about what a splendid day this is. I do just want to really thank Jeff for saying that in Montgomery County we have a business-friendly environment. I would like to take Jeff with me everywhere I go, because that is a very, very important message. And I'm also thrilled to meet Mr. Schwernow and other investors here today, because Jeff told me that the county's biotechnology tax credit has been a big incentive and has helped to get the VC that's necessary to launch this new space and to launch what we hope will be a bright future of hope for patients with HIV and for other conditions that AGT will address. And let me ask the Council Vice President, Hans Reamer, if he'd like to say a few words.
Thank you, George. Thank you. Just really happy for your company's expansion, and pleased that you're growing this business here. If there's one industry that is here to stay, it's healthcare, and the fact that Montgomery County has strengths in healthcare, it just means so much to the people who live here. And thank you for what you're doing also on behalf of the patient population. Like many of you, I've known people who are struggling with serious illness. I visited a friend who's dying of cancer. I heard you talk about your therapies that you're developing for cancer treatment. These make a huge difference in all of our lives, and so the mission is so important, and we're glad you're doing it here, and we're glad for what you're doing. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Great.
Thanks. Can we get a picture with all of us here?
I have my class members here.
Okay, let's
So
get
hold
one
that.
here.
Yep.
Sure.
Great. Okay, and I think...
And one over here for all our photographers, if you don't mind. One more.
Tremendous.
All right.
Good. One more.
Thank you, Dee. Okay.
Okay.
Good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so
Wish you all the
much.
best. Thank you.
Wow, this is like looks like a contract. Did we give up anything here? Do we agree to something that I should have my lawyers look at? That is something. Well, so that ends the formal kind of presentation part, but we'd still have what? Next is ribbon cutting. Okay, we got a ribbon to cut to make it official. And then we'll all go inside and have something to snack on and get a chance to just chat and meet each other. And also, you know, anytime you guys are ready to take a tour, we got people by the bottom of the stairs. Just gather together and we'll just start taking people through in groups. This is Bennett Brady, who is the wife of Dr. Roscoe Brady. And if I could just say a couple of words about Roscoe, because he was a very important person to me. He is the one who showed me viral vectors for the first time. I was just a computer jock from Silicon Valley, and he is this, you know, what do you say about a guy like this? He is so decorated that you just can't, you know, say anything that hasn't been said about Roscoe Brady in terms of his ability to develop solutions for patients and to do amazing science. But what I can say on a personal level is he was the most down-to-earth, just friendly, gracious person you will ever meet, even though he is one of the most decorated scientists you will ever meet as well. And he took me in and explained viral vectors to me, and he really got me excited about the potential. And he encouraged my vision for this industry, and he stayed around constantly as a cheerleader and an advisor wherever he could. And he was, you know, an incredibly important influence on our whole mission, which is exactly what he held dear in his life: the patient. Focus on the patient, provide solutions for the patient, everything else will take care of itself. And I really believe that that's what this company is all about, and he had a major influence on that. So I'm really honored to have Bennett Brady here today to help me do the ribbon cutting.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for coming. We'll go ahead and clip that ribbon, and then we'll get in there and party. All right. Ready? Here we go. Wait, you wait? Okay. We only got one try on this, like the first kiss when you get married. Is that what this is like? Okay, here we go. All right. Nice job. Wow, it sure did.
I was so nervous.
Thank you so much. Please come in and have something to eat, stick around, and I hope I get to meet everybody that I haven't had a chance to chat with yet. Thanks.